Hello, friends. Have you ever thought about the voting rights, which most of us take for granted? For how many years revolutionaries and people fought to get this right? Because when India got independence, we simply got the adult franchise. Our founding fathers simply declared that anyone who is above 18 can vote. But what about its history? If at all, if we go and trace the history, we have to go back to 19th century, the beginning of 19th century, around 1819. It was the year 1819 when first time people fought for voting rights. Before that, voting right was given only to landed gentries, people those who had enough money and property. And the group of revolutionary, those who assembled, that revolutionary spirit was suppressed. And that famous incident when more than 17 people were killed and more than 16, almost 600 people were injured is known as Peterloo Massacre that happened in Manchester. With the effect of Peterloo Massacre was so much that it paved the way for the first Reform Bill of 1832, which has given some rights, voting rights, and other rights to people. But still, it was not enough. Majority of the people were, excluded from voting rights. Women too were excluded. So revolutionaries were again active. The famous Chartist movement of 1840s. Because of the influence of Chartist movement, the second Reform Bill of 1867 was possible, which gave more voting rights to middle class and merchant. In fact, Chartist movement gave rise to labor union. Finally, the struggle continued for the next 50 years. Only by the time of 1918, women were given voting rights. But still, adult franchise was far away. By 1928, adult franchise was given to everyone. And we see that as India got independence, we simply adopted, borrowed from English constitution, and voting right is given to everyone who is above 18, irrespective of his or her sex, gender, money, or any other criteria. So the 100 years of struggle for voting rights, led by a revolutionary poet like Shelley, who wrote poems like Mask of Anarchy, Prometheus Unbound, England in 1819, at the backdrop of Peterloo Massacre.